fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
To throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Steps away to his left. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Number 36.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 38-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, second down.
For the running back. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Good. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Now they try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Buying time to his left. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 83 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check my 21, my 21, check my 21. Me and you all day.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And the Steeler first down.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Check, check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and 4.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball. almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw now on first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check three. Slam.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3
touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
A loss of 7 yards.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Tonight's final score, Steelers 59,